And welcome back to Sports Weekly on IEMG. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez. We're talking some baseball now. The 66ers are back in town for another edition of California League Baseball. The Inland Empire 66ers at home at San Manuel Stadium to open up the season against the Visalia Rawhide. A 3-game series out there between the Rawhide and your Sixers. Another season of a proud affiliation with the Los Angeles Angels. And then, city of San Bernardino painted all over the field. That was great to see. Fans came out in droves, not only see the team, but also get autographs. Oh, they also wanted to see, well, of course, Bernie and Slick in the house. It wouldn't be a 66ers game without those two guys, the most popular mascots in the entire California League. Some of the young little leaguers getting some autographs before the game, before things got really going for the 2024 season. Sixers and Rawhide, a couple highlights from Saturday night. Great throw down to second, gets them on the steal. Inland Empire would come up in the bottom half of the first inning. They got a runner on third. That's Capri Ortiz. And Juan Flores brings them home with a single to center field. Ortiz scores. In fact, it was the first of 4 runs in the first inning. The next 3 runs all coming by way of a wild pitch or a pass ball. Denny Larondo, the starting pitcher for the Visalia Rawhide, having a little bit of trouble with the control, and that would bring home a couple runs for IE. So the Sixers led 4-0 after the first inning, but Visalia comes back to win the game 7-5. So not only did they win the game 7-5, but Visalia actually swept Inland Empire all 3 games in the series to open up the season. But they might not have won on the field, but General Manager Joe Hudson of the Sixers says the fans are going to win all season long because they've got a great season planned ahead for all you baseball fans in San Bernardino.
Absolutely, yeah. We're very excited for the upcoming 2024 season, everything going on. Had the first game last night, opening day, fireworks. It was cold, but we got the game in. It's entertainment. That's what we can do, man. We're going to have good music. We're going to have good fun. We got the mascots. We got Bernie, Slick, the whole bit. So, yeah, that's what it's all about. There's always going to be new promotions, always new things going on. You know, probably one of my favorite coming up this year is we're actually doing a Steve Hernandez bobblehead. He's actually our longtime first base coach, been with the organization for about 15 years, been with the Angels organization for a long time, and has just been a pillar in the baseball community here in the Inland Empire. So, really excited for that promotion coming up later in July.
And a big thanks to the GM, Joe Hudson, for always making time for us here on Sports Weekly on IEMG. Guess who else also made it time for us here on this show? The Monkey Man. Yes, he's a big baseball fan here locally for the Sixers and the Angels. They call him the Monkey Man because he literally has those rally monkeys that the Angels made famous about 20 years ago. He brings them everywhere with him. In fact, when we caught up with him at San Manuel Stadium, he had like 30 of them on him right there. So here's our quick interview with the Monkey Man out there at San Manuel Stadium for the 66ers home opener. All right, Monkey Man, how are the Sixers going to do this year? You feeling good?
I feel good. I think we're going to do a good game this year. We got a lot of new guys on the team, and they're nice and young. I think we're going to go all the way this year.
So if the Sixers do well, that means the Angels should do well in a couple of years, right?
Right.
That's the plan?
That's the plan.
How many monkeys do you got on you right now?
Maybe about 30 of them.
30?
Yeah.
And you got some over there too, it looks like?
Yeah, I got some right here too.
Oh my goodness.
And I got a whole bunch at home.
Do you have a favorite one?
Yeah. They have to be in.
Is that Chewbacca?
Yeah, that's Chewbacca. Chewbacca had to be my favorite.
All right, thank you, Monkey Man. We'll be back out at San Manuel Stadium this Saturday, not for the Sixers, but another edition of the County Clash. The Aquinas Falcons will take on Ontario Christian, the Knights, in Ambassador League play. We will have that game live on IEMG. Right now it's a 7 p.m. scheduled first pitch. I know they're trying to make up some games from a county clash that was scheduled on March 30th. But right now that's the plan. 7 p.m. We'll have it live on IEMG, Aquinas and Ontario Christian. Now, speaking of Aquinas, How about the softball team? They are still on the winning streak. The Falcons taking on Arrowhead Christian Academy in league play, and it was another big win for Aquinas, 16-0. The final score in this one against the Mighty Eagles. So now the winning streak is 23 in a row to start the season. If you go back to last week's Sports Weekly, you can hear from their new head coach, Lenny Duran, who took over the team mid-season, and they just keep on winning. Leilani Bustamante coming up with a big hit here for Aquinas. It was a home run against ACA. And again, 16-0, the final score. I think it was in 5 innings, too, so the game was cut short as Aquinas now 23-0, trying to go undefeated during the regular season. So we'll see if they can get that done. All right, and finally, to the pool, the Ambassador League holding one of their league meets at Crafton Hills College. For the Aquinas Falcons, a couple highlights here. It was Owen Bondeman coming in first place in the 100 breaststroke. He also took second place in the 100 freestyle. Landon De La Torre taking second in the 100 back. Team-wise, though, it was the Loma Linda Academy girls taking home first place. Aquinas finished in fourth. On the boys' side, it was Arrowhead Christian coming in first, with Aquinas checking in at number 3. So that was one of the league meets. They got another one coming up this week, and the Ambassador League continues to be a very competitive league for local swimming. Congratulations to the Falcons on a couple standout performances there. All right, well, that's going to do it for this edition of Sports Weekly on IEMG. Make sure you subscribe to the IE Media Group YouTube channel. More highlights and interviews coming your way as we make our way through the spring season. Before you know it, it'll be playoff time here on Sports Weekly for our baseball, softball, swim, all the good stuff. My name is Pep Fernandez. We'll see you next time on Sports Weekly on IEMG.